What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterless content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. All right, let's talk about the rental market because that's one of the biggest questions that I have been getting on live streams and in comments, and I thought it would be good to address it head on. Now, the truth is, I do not have good news for you, not at all. I don't mean to be bearish. I don't like to always come off as bearish, but this time I really mean it. There's not much good news, and it's essentially the problem is bots once again. And how we miss our bots, don't we, for renting the raw power that they used to and making those rewards card rentals just so sweet. 70, 80, 90% APR. It was glorious. And now it's gone. Now, let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm going to ignore a lot of these newer cards because I think they're going for way more just due to the fact that they are incredibly scarce. I mean, you can see here, look, there's like 10,000 Jin O'Shaughnessy's apparently and 4 Countess Sinesh. I mean, look, even this rare card is getting what, 27 CP per DEC. That's insane. All right, but Jin O'Shaughnessy, your best price right now, going for less than a DEC. Your other 2 legendaries within this are going for less than half of a DEC. Your what is this called? Rare cards going for about a DEC and a half, maybe, if they're getting that much. And then everything else, just nothing. Just nothing. If you can get these moved, you are lucky because, that means somebody just picked yours over, the 63,000 or 82,000 that are out there. So what essentially has happened is that, a lot of bots have gone offline and they're no longer renting for power. They no longer need the power in order to stay in Bronze 2, which was the original, not original, but previous threshold for them to earn anything. And for a lot of bots that wanted to get up into Silver, for example, they needed to rent 15,000 power. Now, I heard an interesting thing from Tales from the Cryptmancer. He made a good video about this, so I want to plug his channel. And he was talking about how, if and when bots do come back, the threshold for them to earn, if they want to stay in Bronze, for example, is going to be much less. So they only need to have like 5,000 power instead of 15,000 power, which means that the demand has just shrunk by 66%. But even more so, on top of that, how many bots are winning because they have a Jin Chihuahua or a not Jin Renova, but actually, yeah, sure, Jin Renova. I was looking for like a Pelacor Bandit or a Pelacor Mercenary. Win rate has become so important and daily focus even more so. So yes, these bots can come in and they can try to throw together as many wins as possible with non-starter cards. But at the end of the day, if they're not getting those wins for their season reward shares, they're going to walk away with nothing, let alone, coming back for the daily focus. Now, I'm not saying that we're done with bots and that bots don't have a place in the game anymore. Again, I'm bot neutral, so it doesn't really matter to me. The only thing is if and when bots do strike back, Revenge of the Bots, when that does happen, I will be curious to see what the new protocols will be for the bots and how they are approaching the game in terms of trying to be as efficient as possible in terms of earning as much as possible for the least amount of investment, right? That's always one of the things that's irked me about bots, but these are the rules of engagement here. These are the rules of the game in terms of how the team wants to go about it, and I respect it. And actually, even to a certain degree, I agree with it, right? If you want to be truly decentralized, then you can't ban anybody. But when these bots do come back in, they will inevitably be looking for exploits, and when they find them, when they find them, then we will have a better idea of where that power that they'll need is going to come in, because it's a ton of power. Like, keep in mind, it's a ton of power if you're trying to get bots to, if you're trying to get bots to have a decent deck, right? Just so that they can earn a decent amount. Because the thing is, sure, now, you may not necessarily need as much power, but you're not going to be earning as much along the way. Plus, if your cards suck, if all you have are like level 1 cards from the rewards that are available, that are currently in print, I should say, how far is that going to get you? We've all played in bronze. I've actually started playing in bronze in an alt account recently as well. There's different strategies and there's different cards. And what's happening now is that the cards that win are getting valued. A couple videos ago or a couple days ago, I was looking at the rental market and seeing that a lot of the top summoners, a lot of top monsters, there's just not much liquidity there. There's not much supply available because people are soaking it up. Now, I do have some good news, so I lied at the beginning. It's not all bad. It's not all bearish. But this has nothing to do with the rental market from a renter's perspective, which is what I've been talking about. I'm going to flip this now on the other side from the rentees market, right? If you're out there looking for cards and trying to rent them, especially the top cards, keep in mind that we just went through a monumental shift in the fundamental structure of the game and its rewards, and everybody's back. Everybody and their mom is back playing right now. It's literally the second, third day, and people are excited. At some point, life will kick in, the novelty will wear off, and many players, especially a lot of the OG players who have massive collections and are the ones that are playing right now that took all those level 4 Jotuns, level 3 Jotuns, level 2 Jotuns, and Llamas and Krons and all this, who took all those cards off the market, they will go back to whatever their lives are. And I'm not even talking about them. Like, even for myself, I play every single day, but at some point, I'm going to want to rent my cards out because I know that in order to earn with this new system, I will need to set aside an hour, a day, or however long it is, right, to get a certain amount of chests. And if I'm traveling, if I'm on vacation, or if I don't want to be committing that time, I'm probably going to throw my cards up on rent. And that will add to the supply slowly, and we'll see the hype kind of die down. And so, if you're worried right now that the game has totally changed for you as a renter, right, then you will be, I think it's just a matter of being patient. It may take a season. It may take a season and a half. I actually think that players who rent it out, like, seasons are long. So I can still see a lot of players burning out with how much they're playing right now. I'm burned out. So I'm burned out just playing and getting my ECR down as much as possible. So, I can imagine people even burning out this season, but I would say to go through a full cycle of one season, maybe two, and then the market will regulate itself. That being said, I do think the prices will be higher because many players will probably want to continue playing if they like this new reward structure. And at the end of the day, you need to own all the cards that you're playing with. So whether it's you, whether it's a bot coming in that's trying to rent a Jotun, it doesn't matter, right? Like, there's a limited amount of supply and many more people are trying to get to the top cards, the cards that win, because at the end of the day, your win rate is so, so important. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Again, some bad news and some good news, trying to sugarcoat it in for you all. But from, a landlord, from a card lord perspective, it's not looking good right now in terms of the rewards cards, but that day will come. That day will come, and I would say, you don't need all of them, but definitely check the battles. Look at the higher levels. Here's the last tip I'll leave you with. Look at the higher levels. Look and see what are the cards that people are winning with, that they constantly play with, right? And you may not want to be looking at these new cards just yet because they're not going to be out of print for a while. So I do expect the card values to come down. But for these other cards, right, the older Chaos Legion rewards cards, start to see what are the cards that are used most often, because those would probably be the ones that will still be in high demand when they are out of print. And if the game can continue to grow and bring more players in, bring more interest and demand in, then there will be an opportunity at a later point. But right now, it's tough luck. And guys, I'm right there with you. I had a lot of these cards. I was making some decent rental income from it, and it's gone. But I can't feel bad about it because I knew that was because of the bots. And we didn't want bots. We got our wish. We got to live with it, right? It's like either we get bots and people get paid, or we don't get bots and the rental income just kind of dries up. But overall, I still think that this was a great move for the game, a great move by the team, and I'm just very bullish on where Splinterlands is headed right now. So rough goings, but keep in mind, this too shall pass, and we'll make it through together. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next one, and I will see you around the game. Take care.